On the rail. ¿Te lo pongo? El Daniel lo tiene. ¿Estás? Sí, sí lo tengo, Daniel. Daniel Bush. Ajá. Tal vez. Ahí está. Sí lo tengo. Ah, ahí está. Lo voy a compartir. Ok. Gracias, gracias. Ajá. Suerte. Él es un 7, ¿verdad? So if you're just joining us, we're at stop number 9 on the Mezz WST tour. We are at Bull Shooters in Phoenix, just outside of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. This is a great venue, huge, huge venue. One of the biggest pool halls I've been in myself. Definitely one of the biggest ones on the West Coast. We have Reuben Bautista, pro level. He's going to go to 9 games. And Kane is a 7. He'll be going to 7 games. He's an amateur. And it's going to be a great match. I've never seen Tress play. I don't know if anybody out there has. I'm not sure if he's a local player or where he's out of. Maybe anybody in the chat room can give me some light on where he's from and how he plays. I guess we'll get to see. The Mezz WST Tour is sponsored by Mezz West State Billiard Supply, which is also the official retailer of diamond tables I believe, in all of California. Also sponsored by the Turtle Rack, the official rack of the Mezz WST Tour. Zan Tips, AZ Billiards, and Fast and Loose Designs. Great opening break from Tress right there. I think he only has the angle to draw the ball to play the 3 in the side. I don't think he has enough angle to punch it for the 3 in the corner. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He over-emptied a tiny bit, but he might be able to play it in the corner now. And I believe that Tress is a local player. He's wearing a Bull Shooters t-shirt, so I'm going to assume that this is his home bar, home pool hall. Beautiful, beautiful shot. That was all about speed on that ball, and he's got the perfect angle to come in for the 5 in the upper left corner. I think he over-amped that ball, but he'll play it in the upper right. Great shot, and that sets him up for the 6 for the 7. Fully anticipate for him to get out, seeing the shots that he's shot up to this point. But this is my first time seeing him play, so great shot. He under-amped that one, so he's gonna still have to try and get the speed down the table. He's doing pretty good. Good shot. Nothing fancy, just textbook run out. Nice shooting. So Tress is going to take a 1-0 lead. He's racing to 7, as I mentioned. Reuben's going to go to 9.
Oscar Dominguez to the tournament desk. Oscar Dominguez to the tournament desk.
So Tress Kane came out with a break and run. Let's see if Reuben can answer him with one of his own. He's got a really nice angle on the 1 to fall under the 2, so I expect him to take a very good run at this bag. I think he overamped that one a little bit. I thought he had overamped that ball, but the ball stopped rolling just in time. Okay, thanks, buddy. Reuben's on the shorter end of the height spectrum, so he's going to do what I am not able to usually do, which is use a bridge. Nice little shot. It looks like he's got the angle where you can bump the 6 and hold for the 4. Nice little stun shot here. Stun the cue ball into the 6. It should be able to fall onto the 4. Okay, he came across the face of it, which is a little bit risky, but nevertheless, he came over the shot to 4. And this is the key shot. I think once he drops this ball and gets good on the 5, it should be good. Nice shot. And Reuben.
Your food is ready at the bar. Will, your food is ready at the bar.
And Reuben came onto the scene, at least from what I know, about maybe less than a year ago. I believe he made it to the finals of the Hard Times 10 Ball Open last year, if I'm not mistaken, and that's what put him in the spotlight here on the West Coast. Originally from Mexico, and still, I believe, lives in Mexico. And taking full advantage of the opportunity to play on this tour. This is a loser side match, by the way. I'm not certain who he lost to, but I believe he lost his second round match. So this is also a loser side match like the last. So far, perfect pool play by both players. We got a nice break and run from Trez, and now a reply from Reuben. Give us a 1-1 score here.
Table number 29, Carlos and Tina Hess. Carlos, Tina Hess, table 29, even race to 7. Come get your rep.
I just saw your comment, Rodinez. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I guess he is a local player. He must be. Looks like a couple of people around here seem to know him and are wishing him well as well. See if he can get another break and run here. So that's a good break. He's not even. Oh, he made the 9 on the break. That's a nice win. I believe that's a win. No, he's gonna spot the 9. I'm sorry. No reward there, since he's got no shot at the 1 ball.
Will, your food is ready at the bar. Will.
All right, we're joined in the booth by none other than Barbara Lee.
The BBQ?
The BBQ is in the house.
Is this
What's up,
live?
BBQ? Yeah, we got a hot mic.
Hot mic, all
Hot
right.
mic, hot mic.
BBQ in the house, joining Chris Santana.
What's going on?
So Trace here, you know, he's the director and he's the one that runs the AWBT here in Phoenix.
Oh, does he? Okay, I'm not familiar with who he is,
Yeah.
but I just figured out that he was local based
Yeah.
on his T-shirt, and somebody in the chat room mentioned that he was a
and
local player.
his honey, Sarah Miller, also on the AWBT. She's in Virginia right now.
That's the
where I was-
Arizona Women's Billiard Tour.
Yes, Arizona
right. And
Women's.
you played on that, right?
Yes, I do play on
Right,
that.
okay.
And I was going to go to the RTC event in Virginia, and I canceled because of a couple of 3 reasons and whatever. But anyway, I'm here.
Yeah.
And but Sarah is there playing. So, but yes, and Trace here, I have not seen him play that much, other than a couple of these tour stops.
Oh, you have seen him?
I had not seen
Okay,
him
okay.
until I started seeing him playing on a couple
yeah,
of
so-
these Mezz tour
Oh,
stops.
so he's been at the few stops.
And I didn't realize, you know, I didn't really know his game. But
Okay.
now I've seen his game a couple of times.
Yeah, he had a nice opening break and run, and was answered by Reuben. So
Well, and Reuben, I'm familiar with. I watched
Oh, yeah.
him this last tour stop, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
wow.
and my company of Fast Loose Designs is now sponsoring Reuben Bautista on the tour.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, fourth call,
congratulations.
Will, your food
That's
is ready at the
awesome.
bar. Will, your food is
Well,
ready.
and you know, Pool is Not Dead, my group, just reached over 5,000 members.
Wow,
Today,
awesome.
yeah.
Oh, it's as of today.
As
Oh,
of
good,
today,
Good.
exactly.
Doing a good job running that one.
Yeah, I was like, woohoo! No, I had to play the kid that came here with Reuben.
Oh yeah. He's really he's like I said, he's only I think he's 17 or 16.
You know, he was very calm, cool, and collected. He played
he's
really
very
good.
mature. He's very mature. That's
Very
Anthony
good game.
Ortega. Anthony Ortega. He's a great kid. I like his game a lot. He shoots. He basically emulates Reuben's stroke to a T. I don't know how long he's been playing with Reuben or how long they've been friends, but his game is almost exactly the same. And in terms of the way that he the way he like goes about, even his demeanor is like exactly the same as Reuben's. They're both very calm, very mature. No, no emotion.
Exactly. And you know,
Oh, that's a beautiful.
yeah,
shot.
that's
a
not. I'm
beautiful shot. I
telling
didn't-
you, this guy's got Trace's got game
Wow,
for sure.
That's a beautiful shot.
You know,
And he's a
been,
7, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, he's been coaching Sarah too. You know,
Oh yeah. Okay.
absolutely. Well,
I don't know if I
don't know
know
about
Sarah
coaching
Miller.
so much, but well,
I don't know if I've met her or not.
she's a great girl. You know, she's an EMT
beautiful shot by
here
her.
in Phoenix.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's what she does. But he and Christy Ortega have been running the AWBT here the last couple of years,
Okay.
and they're doing a really good job.
Yeah. We've got to get California on board.
I know we
Bring-
need a
bring,
tour.
uh,
We definitely need a tour.
Bring
in
some of that
California.
influence over to California. Because there's plenty of women in California that play, man.
I know.
There's so many women.
I know, and we had a tour. You know, Melissa
Yeah.
Herndon had the tour for a couple of years,
Yeah.
and I stopped playing the BT when that tour started.
Oh, okay.
But when it stopped, I came back here.
Okay.
But I love Phoenix, and I love coming over
Yeah.
here, and I love bullshooters, and you know, hats off to these guys. The owners here are fantastic.
Right. Meanwhile, Trace is going to
I
get
know, right?
a nice out here on his break. So,
Meanwhile, the run out.
yeah. He didn't get the break and run out, did he? I don't know if you saw, just something I on the break and had to spot it up. So
Yeah. Well, this is a tough table. You know, I played here. I played Lenny. You know, my first match.
Will, I got your food ready at the bar. Will, I have your shoes ready at the bar.
And it's a bit of a tough table. You know, it's new.
yeah,
That's always a factor.
yeah, and it was skidding.
No,
when I,
yes,
it
nobody
was.
was going in.
Yeah, it was skidding at first, and now I don't see the ball skidding at all. It looks like the table is
Yeah,
now,
it's warming up now. you
Yeah,
know,
it
for
looks good
sure.
now.
It's breaking in. But you know, I watched that next match with Scott. You know, who's
That
He's-
says,
huh?
yeah, that says there.
I don't have my glasses. I can't read any of this stuff. Sorry, guys, out in the chat room, but I don't have my glasses, so I can't read.
And neither of us are wearing our glasses. We're
I know, right? We're blind.
blind over here. If I was sitting,
But we can talk.
yeah,
But a shout out to everybody in the chat room because
Attention, all shooters. Amy, your food is ready at the bar. Amy.
so I fully anticipate Reuben to give his rack a go.
well, yeah, Reuben.
This is really good.
Yeah,
This is a
Reuben
wonderful
can
shot.
slice and dice. Reuben, you know, he's a
Oh, he can
finesse
get-
player, man.
I don't know what his plan was.
Look at
with
that.
the tee. Was to try
Pocket
to get the
speed.
tee in the top left corner? He must have been, because I didn't see anything else.
And you know that turtle rack doesn't bother some people.
It doesn't bother me.
It
bother
does
you.
me.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, oh yeah, I want to take it off. I immediately want it off the table. And there's other people that I've seen that too,
Yeah.
but some people
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
it's
It's preference, you know,
preference,
safety.
But it's so thin. It is so thin.
It's a great rack.
Yeah.
I love it.
And it'll be for sale soon. It's not
Oh,
for sale just
will
yet.
it? I hope so.
Yeah,
because I've been waiting.
in the next few weeks, very soon. I'm pretty sure before the end of this season it will be for sale, and there's a lot of interest to buy it.
Oh, of course there is.
Oh,
Of
there's
course.
so much interest.
It's way better
Anybody,
than any of
and
the
all
other
the players
racks.
that play with it here, they prefer it to the Magic rack for sure.
Oh, there's no question in my mind about that at all.
For sure,
It's sturdier, and
Number two.
yet it's still really
And look,
thin.
just what you were saying. Yeah, it's just distracting a little bit right now. So decided to. I think this is going to slow roll across that surface right there, maybe. So
Well, he could send either the 2 or the cue ball up here on the rail. We'll see what he does.
Will you be playing in the next 2 stops?
Oh yeah.
The last 2?
Oh yeah, I'm a diehard.
Okay. Because I know that Bo is going to be over in at Derby City, right? Is Bo going to be playing in the Derby City Classic?
I don't know. Oh,
Oh,
look, he completely hold on. Trace kicked at this ball instead. I don't know what he was thinking. He had a
I don't know
safety
either.
and he tried to kick it in. I don't know what he was thinking.
Maybe he thought the table was much faster than what it really is.
Okay, he should have played safe from there. You know, mental blip sometimes. Yeah, no, I don't know whether Bo's going to Derby, and he's
Oh,
part of the
okay.
Krispy Kreme crew, and I can't imagine why I don't know that.
I don't know if maybe he told me.
I
or
think
maybe
he wants to
Rod-
finish this season out,
Okay.
for sure. So I don't know, but I'm thinking about going to Derby actually.
Okay. Yeah, and you know what? He's definitely in the hunt for the top shooter the entire season. I don't know if you already heard the announcement that top shooter the entire season gets free entry into Super Builders Expo.
Get out.
Yeah, that was
Oh, no, I
announced
did
about a
not
week
know
ago.
that.
Yeah,
I missed
Oscar
it.
and Des just
I
announced
missed
that.
it. I
But
got you.
yeah, Alan Hopkins is giving away a free entry into that event this
Oh,
year.
that's fantastic.
So top shooter has something to look forward to. So it's not just important to get top 16 to get free entry into Top Gun and the free roll at that cash, but it's also important to get top shooter the entire season to get that free entry into the Super Builders Expo, which is one of the country's biggest events.
Oh, I know. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just, I'm so thankful that we have these events and, not only this event, but things like Derby and
Right,
everything
right.
else because it's so good for our industry. It really is.
Meanwhile, Reuben,
I know.
nice
Yeah,
run out
he's,
from Trey's mistake there. So he's going to get another game on his break. So we're tied 2-2, and we're volleying right now back and forth.
well, the thing that I was having a conversation with Tom Smith over there a few minutes ago, and we were talking about, holding your break with alternate break. It's like tennis. You
If
need
you
to
don't
hold
hold
your
your break-
serve. You know.
If you don't, for instance, if Trace doesn't hold his serve here and Reuben gets a game, then he might break and run, and all of a sudden
Yeah,
he's ahead
it's
two
so
racks.
important. It's so important to do that.
Especially at this level. If we had two shortstops playing each other, it might not matter as much. But when you got
No,
two
but
run
the
out
pros.
players,
Oh yeah, the run out players. Absolutely, it's everything. And what hurt me was I was breaking balls on the break here on this table, and then I went over to that other table over there, same break, and I wasn't breaking balls, but I was spreading them out, and then leaving my opponent a run out.
Right.
And my opponent was running out on me, and I'm like, okay, well, so I changed where I broke from, and then I finally made a ball. A little late,
Yeah,
I'm a
you
little.
have to, and sometimes it's not even about changing position. When you change your position, also, you're also changing your mental outlook on the game. You're changing something mentally. So it's not just a physical thing that you're changing where you're shooting from. It's also your body language changes. Like, oh, that's exactly what he did not want.
Yeah, no, he didn't want to do
But
that.
the one
But he
ball's
drew
gonna
it,
Yeah,
he drew it right there.
the one ball's gonna be tied up, but Ruben's gonna play a safety here.
Well, he
I
should.
think he's gonna thin the one and send the cue ball behind the 9 ball. If I see the shot correctly.
I think he's going to place the cue ball behind the one over there
Yeah, and then
next to
thin
the
cue
8.
ball up table. I think he might shoot
Oh,
the
well.
cue ball up table.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would park it right there, exactly right there.
Oh, can he see enough
You
of the
see,
ball
yes.
to stop it there?
Yes.
Okay.
And then he's going to just park it right there between the 6 and the 8, and then send the cue ball. Unless he's not going for the shot, is he?
What he's trying to do.
Is he
by
going
putting-
for the shot?
No, I don't think so.
I'd be going for the save.
Yeah, he can't be going for the shot because the 5 won't have a pocket. Really, it has
That's
the
right.
side,
That's
but
right. Yeah, the 5 is all messed up. What's he doing now?
Now he's gonna lock He's probably gonna bump the
Okay.
1 off the 8 behind the 6.
I see.
I think.
There's
no
so
options.
there's so many options. I know,
He's
right?
gonna bump he's gonna put the cue ball behind the 8 and the 1 ball behind the 8. So he'll use the 8 ball as a.
Yeah, that's such finesse. I tried to do that on this table, and I was always off by just enough. It would roll out,
Right.
or I'd hit it too soft and not get to a rail.
I
That was
like-
a really
I
a
like- I
good
like
save.
making this,
That was good.
I would probably just thin the 6 ball and put it on the rail so that.
Can he hit the one from here?
I don't think
I
he
can't
can.
see. I think maybe he can.
Oh, that was a good hit. That was a
Wow.
good hit.
Okay, but now he's got the combo. He can shoot this
Oh,
combo.
he's saying-
This is dead. It looks dead from
Yeah,
here.
yeah, that was a good hit. It might be a dead combo.
One thing that everybody needs to realize is we're up here commentating. It's a very different viewpoint than when you're, at different
yeah.
angles on the table. We can't always tell from up here. So we're trying to kind of second guess what the player might be doing, and we could be completely wrong.
Beautiful shot. He lost the 1 ball.
Yeah, a little too hard on that one.
He lost the 1, but he'll probably stop the cue ball there, and then he might play the 1 ball 3 rails to play safe.
Well, he could go cross corner maybe with this if he feels aggressive.
Can't tell how much of the 1 ball he can see just yet.
I think he's got enough of it for cross corner.
Oh, yeah, he did
No.
the shot that I originally thought he would.
Yeah.
That was very
That was beautiful. Okay, so Trace is faced here with he could come 2 rails and kick it 2 rails.
Yeah.
He could jump it. It's a jump possibility.
I think I like the jump option.
I kind of do too.
He doesn't even have enough to spin behind the 1. I'm sitting right here. I can tell you can't spin him enough from what I'm seeing to go and kick behind the 1.
No, I don't think so either.
Go 2 rails behind the 1 by the 2 ball. That target is very small.
I don't know. I think he's going to need to. I think he needs to jump it. No, he doesn't like it. Maybe he doesn't jump. I don't know. Some people don't jump,
Ready at the bar, Eric.
It's a beautiful kick. Beautiful kick. And he's
There
gonna
you
get
go.
rewarded with the return safety.
There you and look at that safety back at you. He says.
Jesse Johnson, Paul Grande, table 14. Even race to 7.
Oh, nice nicely done, but he's gonna sell it out.
Yeah, but it's no good. Because Trace has got some game, this guy can shoot. The other factor, for sure on some of these guys is when they're on the string.
Oh yeah.
That messes with their mental aspect of the game. We have Dave Hema in the house. Dave Hema from Southern Cal. My pal.
Visiting the Arizona neighborhood.
Exactly,
Toast on
exactly.
the ground.
And you came with your buddy
Yeah, Mark
today,
Whitehead.
Mark Whitehead. That's right. We have Southern
Not
Cal
too
is
correct.
well represented here.
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Larry
Larry.
came here, yeah.
Larry Bond. That's right, Larry Bond.
Did you sign match again?
No, I haven't. I'm still waiting.
Are you undefeated, Dave Hema?
No, I just lost to Larry here
Oh,
on,
you-
on this TV table.
Oh, on Larry Bond. I didn't watch that match.
Yeah,
The whole
Larry
world was
was a
watching.
jerk. I want to let everybody know in the whole world that Larry's a jerk.
Okay, Dave
Not
Dave
supposed to
Hema,
beat me.
quote unquote, says Larry Bond's not supposed to beat him and that he's a jerk.
Larry's a good friend. He played very well. And,
What
happy
a
with him.
stroke from Reuben.
Very
What a
clean
stroke.
shot
Oh
there.
yeah, that was a great
Oh,
shot. I know, right?
There was no fear in that shot.
That's right. It's like see the ball, hit the ball. There's the hole. Let's go.
He makes his four, he's out.
And I have to say, there are some times when I might switch up my play and go, you know what? I'm just going to trust my lineup, and once I get down there, one stroke it and pocket the ball. And I have to tell you, I play some of my best pool that way.
Don't
But
second guess yourself.
I keep going back and forth on it.
Right.
Like, should I do that? Should I not do that?
Consensus on that would be you should do that.
I know exactly, right? But I play some of my best pool that way.
Yeah.
When I don't have time to think about it.
Yeah.
So Reuben takes a 3-2 lead,
Because
and
thinking can be dangerous.
it's his break now.
Oh, yeah.
No, thinking, not drinking.
Oh, drinking. Drinking, then thinking is really bad too.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave Hema. You gotta love Dave Hema.
When you think you can, no. When you drink
Uh-oh,
and
here
you
we
think
go.
you can
Oh,
think,
when you drink
but
and
you
think,
can't.
then it's a
Yeah, then
problem,
it's
yes.
The point here is that
All right,
Dave
what's the
Hannah's had
score?
too
What's
many.
the update? Score update. Come on now.
3-2.
3-2, okay.
3-2 Reuben, and it's
Is
his
it
break.
3-2 with the spot, or is this 3-2 just the way it's
Without the spot. So
Oh, yeah.
Trace is going to 7. So it's actually more like
It's actually,
actually more like 3-1 in the race to 9.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, 3-0 in
No.
the race to 9.
no.
Right? I'm sorry.
No,
what
it's
am
the
I saying?
opposite. It's the opposite way.
I'm accusing you of treating.
Yeah, what's that all about?
So in reality, it's 4-3 in favor of Tim in a race to 9.
Yeah,
there you go.
In favor
There you
of
go.
Trace in a race to 9. So Reuben still has to come with another rack in order to make up for his 2 that he's giving up.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, look at the break here. Look at the break.
The break is great, although that's a very small pocket for the 1, and he has a
Yes,
lot
yes,
of
and he's
felt
got to get back for the 2.
But
And the
it's
9
hard to
is
get-
kind of big
and it's
here.
hard to get on the right side of the 2 ball.
How about that shot?
Yeah, see, that was the
yeah,
hardest
but
part of the shot
see,
was getting on the right side.
I know, and you knew that was going to be a
But
problem.
he'll play the combo. The combo's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's true. He's good at those,
Combo's close enough to where he can do it and control
and
it.
he controls everything, which is what you have to do. That's the other part of the combos is controlling what happens afterwards.
He's just a little flat on the 2 to get the 5. I think he's going to draw it back.
Well, a
to
little
the 5.
left-hand English is.
Oh, he had more angle than I thought. Okay. I didn't think he could do that.
He played a little real first on that one.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Very nice.
All right.
He turned that ball, and that ball almost didn't accept because of the way it was turning. So he's now in line to take a 2-rack lead, and he'll cover his spread that he had to
Yeah,
give up.
exactly. He's got a real cool demeanor. This guy is.
He came up short there, but I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, but it's Reuben. I'm not really worried about this particularly. It's
He'll
not
make
really
this-
where he
he'll
wanted
make
to
this
be, but
96 times out of 100.
well, that's true. Well, I know. If you're Barbara Lee, you would probably miss it, but if
Beautiful.
your name
He
is
rattled the
Reuben,
clock.
Oh boy.
Stretching out that far.
Yeah, that's one thing that that's one thing I would like to start working on myself is when you are stretched out, do you go for the stretch out or the bridge or, or whatever? Because sometimes you really don't want to use the bridge. You would rather just do the stretch out. But there's so much more that goes into when you're stretched out over that table that it can mess with you.
I pulled a muscle before.
You did?
Believe it or not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've thrown my back out before.
Oh,
for
man.
sure.
Yes, folks, you can get injured playing pool.
Yes, you can. I'm living proof.
Yeah.
In fact, I just got over my back was out, which is one of the reasons I didn't go to Virginia is because my back has been a little bit, and it's a round robin format where
It's a
you're
lot
going
of
to be
games.
playing a lot of matches.
You get your money's worth, though.
Huh?
You get your money's worth.
Oh, absolutely you do.
Yeah.
I just got back from New York where we did that. It was wonderful.
Let's see if Trace powers up more, because he's been hitting at medium speed. He's still hitting at medium speed.
Yeah,
He's
he
getting 2
is.
balls
And
per break.
look at the action he's getting with
But
that.
he's not getting a shot at the one.
Well,
At that speed,
yeah.
At that speed, the one ball is coming at an angle that's going to send him the same way every single time.
Yeah, that's a problem.
He's not controlling the cue ball either.
No. The cue ball should be in the center of the table. Yeah, he's not happy. Because what do? See, you give up. You give up your advantage at the table with this kind of a situation.
We're gonna find out when I play again. So these guys are the one loss side. So they're already almost halfway through the match. Alright, let me go check.
I don't even know. They might only do one more winner side round. They might not even be doing that.
So
They're already
Dave's.
done with that, I think.
So Trace
I think
just.
everybody who won last round, like if I would have won,
Trace elected to push out, and Reuben says, "You got it.
so now
Go for it."
Terry left. Oh, I have this thing.
I'm not quite sure what Trace was thinking on that particularly, unless he was very confident that he could then kick safe on this ball. Okay, well.
Oh, I missed it. What happened? He kicked
Okay,
it.
well, no.
He kicked.
Trace pushed out, and Reuben said, "No, you can have it," and he pushed out to a kick. He had to kick at the one.
Oh, he did
I
that.
know, he woofed it. Didn't he? I didn't see it. I didn't see it move.
Oh, it moved.
It did?
He hit it.
Oh my God, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Cut the life out of that man.
Wow. Okay, that's about as thin as it gets. Holy cow. All right. Well, now this is a how you come at this one ball and where you're going to end up with both of them. This is critical.
Oh, what a beautiful shot. Oh, and he lucked
Oh
out.
my
He didn't
God.
leave a shot at the one. but he
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
think he didn't want. I
He's
think
happy with this because
well, at least he's at the table and he's at control, right? Now he can play safe.
he played the
Park
one off the
park
eight ball, I
the
think.
one.
Yeah, he played the one off the
Yeah.
eight. Beautiful shot, really smart.
Yeah, you were faster than I was on that one.
Yeah, the eight ball was perfect. In
Yeah, I
perfect
saw-
position.
yeah,
It was-
now,
it was a dead,
of course.
Dead kiss off the eight. He overamped his draw stroke.
Yeah, I know. I've been there. Been there, done that.
I think Ruben's gonna hook him behind the 6 ball here because he
Oh
doesn't
yes,
have a shot.
of course he is. Of course he's gonna park it right behind the 6.
Beautiful
I mean,
shot.
butt it up against the 6.
Beautiful shot.
Of course.
That's a game-winning shot, and that's gonna.
Yeah, this is not fun for Trace
No,
at this
not at all.
point.
And he
Okay.
accidentally dropped his cue, so he might have
Now-
dented it a little.
Now I'm not sure because we can't see from this angle. Is that cue ball stuck to the 6? Is there any space between that cue ball and
Doesn't
the
look like
6?
there is.
Because that makes a huge difference in which direction you can go to get to the 4 ball.
He's got a 2 or 3 railer on the left side of the table.
Yes.
He needs to aim like just to the right of the nameplate with less spin, and he'll come under the 3 ball, just where he's pointing, right there, under the 3 ball, under the 4 ball. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is
Well, he's
incredibly
scratching. He's
difficult.
doing the Efren scratch the head
Yeah.
routine.
Because you're shooting to a blind. You're shooting at a blind kick. You can't
Oh
even
no,
look
you
at
exactly.
the second or third rail that you're hitting while you're shooting.
Well, you're just going to have to trust your lineup and go for it. You know, I mean,
This
you
is
can't.
muscle memory here.
That's right.
Under the oh, he didn't get under it.
Oh yeah, no, not enough. Actually, I think he had too much spin on it, didn't he?
Yeah, but no, he didn't have enough.
Or
because
enough.
If he had too much spin, he would have hit he would have hit closer to the side pocket with the first and second rail. He didn't have enough spin. He used too much follow.
I got you.
This is the key shot here.
You know, I watched Reuben up in Sacramento, and I was like really impressed. A couple of
he's
his
entertaining.
matches,
He's
man.
entertaining to watch.
He played strong.
And I was mentioning earlier, the first time I saw him was I think the 10 ball open at Hard Times last year, which is where he got second place to Dennis Apolio.
Against what?
He got second to Dennis Apolio.
Oh,
in the
right.
finals of that
Yes, I
tournament. And
know.
when he
That's
really came on
strong,
the scene.
man.
And that's when people noticed him and were like, whoa.
Yeah, who is this guy?
Who is this
Right.
guy who just beat out an entire field of great Filipino players, great American players,
that's
but also
right.
the Taiwanese?
That's
And,
right. Nice shot, nice cut. It's like child's play, you know?
Yeah. Reuben is in dead stroke now. He's
Five.
Trey came out of the gate with some great shot making, but just a few mistakes, and Reuben all
Well,
of a
that
sudden
dry
has a-
break,
yeah,
too, you know,
all of a
where he got
sudden Reuben
hooked
has
on
a
the one.
5-2 lead. So Reuben still needs 4 games, and Trey needs 5.
Yeah,
So
well, it's still
he's
close.
still- he's
Yeah,
still
it's
close.
anybody's game. I mean,
Still close.
this is 9 ball. Stuff happens, you know? Oh, Lenny's back. You went back in here?
You guys are good.
When this match is over, I'm gonna get some my buddy Reuben, I want to see him in person right there.
I'd loan you my glasses, Chris, but I don't know if they'd work for you.
Oh, it's okay. I'm good. Did he drop a ball? I think he did. Yeah, he dropped the ball.
Yeah, he did.
But he's got no shot.
No, I know, no shot. Both of them.
Both of them are not controlling the cue ball. They're making balls, but
They're not keeping the cue ball in the
cue ball's
center of the
going off
table. Yeah.
And that's the number one thing. It's like you can't control almost anything unless you really understand that table and you played on a long time. You figure out how to make the wing ball, how to make the lump on the side.
Yeah, he's pushing. He's pushing out. He's motioning to.
The one thing you can control on every break is the cue ball. And neither of them have done that very
No,
well.
they
since
have
the first
not.
two racks.
No, the cue ball seems to just be flying all over the place. Well, now you wouldn't give this back, obviously. I mean that you have so many options here. You know, safety of course is number one. Just park the cue ball back there behind them.
Oh, this is a beautiful shot.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
nice shot.
Perfect.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, nice shot. Good speed.
He's going to try and kick it one rail. And it's unpredictable here. Very unpredictable.
Now, are we going to get a safety back?
Yeah, he got it safe. I think he can thin the one.
You know, look at that speed, perfect speed, because that a little bit more that cue ball would have been right in the corner.
I don't think he can thin it. And the 5 ball is blocking his one rail kick to
Yeah.
the 1-9 combo.
Yeah. Man. Now, can he get past the 5, go on that side rail over there, and come back through the 4 and the 5 to hit that 1? I think that's his only shot.
Oh, I
Well,
see
he can
what you
come up to the end rail here,
I see
but
what you
you
mean.
know that's
That's what
dicey.
he's
No,
trying.
he's gonna
Try
do
what
that.
you just said.
Boy, that's like threading a
Oh,
needle.
yeah, that was
Oh
really
man,
good.
that was fraught with danger. But the other way was too. You
He's
know.
going to be in jail here.
Oh yeah,
I don't think he can make the 1 and the 4.
I don't think so either.
Oh, you know what? On the screen, it looks like he can.
On table number 25, I need Evan
I don't think so.
Brinkman
No,
and Rudy
I think he's gonna stay.
Almeida. Rudy Almeida, Evan Brinkman, table 25.
He doesn't have to,
even
but
raised to
he
7.
could.
You could also make the 1 off the 7 into the side.
No, he's gonna stake it. He's gonna put it behind the 5. Well, he keeps changing his mind, so I
Well,
don't
the
know.
thing is, right now that 7 doesn't go on the side, so he needs to.
No,
bump
that's
off.
true. Yeah, and he needs to
needs
get
to
that
bump-
7 out of there
I don't think he's considered that yet.
because it's like right on the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can bury it behind the 5. Let Trace worry about. Why would he not let Trace worry about that? You know. I mean, if you can accomplish a safe like that, then it's worth it. Giving up control of the table. I mean,
The past few times he's come to the table, he hasn't had a shot on his ball at all.
and that's frustrating.
So much
Boy, that
pressure,
is
yeah.
just
Wears you down
so.
mentally.
That just freezes up your game. You get no rhythm. You get nothing going. You know. Yeah, he's not happy about this. It's like, what can you say but good shot? Really. He's like, okay, I'm in jail. I need a key. Somebody give me a key.
And it's not his fault. He did
No.
what he needed to do to get safe on that first safety after the push.
Yeah.
And Reuben got a good roll and gave him ball in hand.
Good music here, Somebody got the jukebox all going.
Zeppelin going. See if he can go 2 rails here.
Yeah, well, he's
Oh,
gonna.
he's gonna go 4.
Oh, you know what? That was pretty close. That was
was a
fairly
good try.
close. However, the speed, I think if he had hit the 2, I don't know that
Table
either
number
would have gone to a
16,
rail.
Tony Ortega,
mean the what?
John Nicolai.
When he would have come off the rail, hit the 2, and I don't think there was enough speed for either of those balls to get to a rail. That might have been a problem too.
And now he's looking at this. It looks like he just noticed the 7 ball in a weird spot now. I'm not sure how he's gonna handle it yet. Still don't know what he's gonna do here.
Well, where he's at, does the 4 go past the 9 in that corner? Because it doesn't go past the 5 in the corner, I don't think. So I don't understand why he's where he's at.
I don't know either. I don't know what he's thinking.
Attention bullshooters, Alex, your tenders and burgers ready at the bar.
Oh.
Oh
He's
no,
hooked.
see,
He's hooked.
that was, no. It's not where he wanted to be at all. Well, it happens to everybody,
He's gonna try and hit the left side of this ball.
Yes.
Oh, he didn't even.
No, he just got up and.
He just wanted to hit the full. He just hit it full. If he had hit it, he could have gotten safe behind the 9 ball with the cue ball.
Well, he's left Trace an opening here.
Yeah.
You can back cut this 4 into the corner and come back down for that 5.
That's what he's shooting.
I mean, of course, he overcut it. Wow. I made a great really tough back cut table length shot on my last match. Went 2 rails and scratched in the corner. I'm like, right?
If you're in
Wow.
Christopher Santana of Fast and Loose Designs, please come to the tournament desk.
Okay, Christopher Santana being called to the tournament desk. He'll be right back. I'll keep you company for a little while anyway. I am waiting on my friend, Tina Hess.
Time to proceed to table 21. Your opponent is waiting for you. Dave Hema, table 21.
Tina Hess is my friend here on the Arizona Women's Billiards Tour.
Dave goes to 8. James goes to 7.
She's still in it. I'm very happy for her. I hope she wins this match that she's in. And Reuben Bautista puts another one on the board. He's not missing the 9 balls, folks. He's not missing the run out if he's got to run out. Although he did get himself in a little bit of shape trouble this last rack, but a good player will quickly recover from that. And Trace, I mean, come on, the guy's got game. He's could hang in there. He's had some issues in this match, but anything can happen. The tables can turn, and everybody that's played pool knows that. They can turn on a dime, and all of a sudden rolls can start getting funny, or things can happen, and first thing you know, the guy that you thought was going to be cremated is not, and he's not winning. So you just got to hang in there. One ball on the side. Will he have a shot on the one? No, he won't. And this has been the trouble on these breaks. With both of the players, it seems to me, they're spreading the balls, and yet the cue ball is getting away from both of them and leaving them no shot to start off the rack with. Push out, another push out by Trace. And this goes hand in hand with this, controlling your
Kelsey
inning.
to the bar, please. Kelsey to the bar.
He did not leave Reuben enough room to pocket this 2-ball in the corner, so he gives it right back to Trace.
Attention, full shooters. Can I please get Alex Webb to the bar, please? Alex Webb to the bar.
So he's going to
Your
have to
food's
go
ready.
for a safety here. He went for the one pocket cross bank shot there. It looks like from this angle that Reuben is behind that 4-ball and cannot get to the 2, but I'm not. The way he's aiming, I'm mistaken. Came from behind it. Very good move. I think he's left enough room past that 5, however, to get to the 2. So it's not as good as he wanted it. And these guys at this level, they really want to be in a very specific spot on the table. He did shoot that a little fast, however, so maybe if he'd taken a little extra time, he could have gotten completely behind the 5. Okay, he got away with this. It's like, thank you. I got to roll. Now what? I got to get back down for that 3. I'm going to have to put a pile, he's shaking his head. I'm going to have to put a pile full of right-hand English low, spin that cue ball, get that 2-ball in, and spin that cue ball back down for the 3, which means I got to be very accurate on this table. There he goes with the right-hand English. Okay, good. But he's really not where he wanted to be on the 3, but he does have a shot, so. Yep. And see, you didn't have a shot on the 4 after that anyway with that. And to just add the insult to the injury comes the proverbial scratch in the corner. Wow. Pool's a tough game. I'll be the first to tell you. This is why it is so important to really look at and know exactly where that cue ball is going to end up, no matter whether you're playing a shot into a pocket or a safety. You really need to think about what's going to be happening here and then execute. See, if it was if that shot had been right behind the 9 there, and that's all speed control, it would have made a completely different outcome. Now Trace has actually a look at this 4-ball, and I know that Reuben didn't want him to even be able to see the 4-ball. He wanted him to have to kick at it. But it's tough. You know what? These guys have been playing all day. This is the TV table. It's a new diamond table. It's just now kind of getting broken in. A lot of issues. Nice attempt. He overcut it. No good. You leave Reuben an out like this, Reuben's going to get out. This is a connect the dots for Reuben. A twofer. Now, I will say this is not the easiest of shots on this table. He would have liked to have been a little closer and not had quite so much angle on this 6. But you got to shoot it where it lies, which he did. Says no problem. I'll just readjust. Kabam. And another one on the wire for Reuben Bautista, who is now at 7. And I believe Reuben goes to, I can't remember, it's either 8 or 9. I know it's not 7, obviously. It is his break. And I'm really not sure how many games Trace has. I lost count. And I lost Chris Santana, the booth partner here, so he was keeping score. So I'll give you an update as soon as I can figure out how many Trace has on the wire.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got some suicide wings crispy at the bar. Crispy suicide wings ready at the bar.
Let's see how this break goes. Okay, he popped the cue ball up in the air, but again, it did not stay in the center of the table. It went forward. He does have a shot on the 2, however. Or no, excuse me, the 1. No, he doesn't. I don't think the 1 passes the 7. Okay. Trace. Okay, I don't know what Trace was thinking on that shot. He jacked his cue ball up, his cue stick up in the back and came down on that ball. I'm just not sure what he was trying to do. He couldn't pocket the 1 in the corner. Maybe he was trying to play safe. And here comes Fast Lenny to my rescue.
How you doing over here? You okay?
I'm
Hanging
fine,
there?
except for I just didn't know what the score was, other than I could see that Reuben was at 7 now.
Yeah, 7-2.
Okay, I couldn't see the side, and Chris was keeping score. Chris Santana was keeping score, so I just explained to everybody that, oh well, have to wait.
Yeah, we're good now. We got it. So how long are you in town for?
Oh well, I'm here until the Krispy Kreme crew gets done, which is Bo Runnigan.
Okay.
That's who I come with. We're the travel partners. So
Cool.
And Bo's been doing very well in this
Yeah.
whole Mezz West State Tour series.
Yeah,
Extremely well.
There's so many players.
He's
that have played.
undefeated.
Yeah. I figured. Playing really well.
Yeah. So we always figure that it'll be Monday.
Yeah.
We'll be going home on Monday morning or something. That's pretty much been the routine anyway. But they're so much fun to travel with, and wow, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a great event. We got a great turnout. A lot of players here. I think we got 89 total.
I know.
It's
Well,
great.
and this place is a great venue too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the biggest pool room in Arizona. I believe.
It definitely is. They got more going on. There's more action in this pool room with darts and poker and pool and.
Oh yeah, there's always something happening.
Always, and karaoke, you name it,
Yeah.
they got it here. And they got quite a menu, and they've got the touch tunes, which I love now because I load that up every now and
Yeah.
again.
You got it. Wonder how late they're gonna run the matches till tonight. Maybe to midnight.
I don't think it'll go that long, no.
Yeah.
Well, based on the other tour events, usually people were done by 10-ish,
Yeah,
You know,
that's
I
not
think
bad.
most
Yeah,
of it.
So maybe we'll get another match over here at least
Yeah.
before we're finished.
Now he went rail first on that two shot. He either meant to do that because I think the two went in the corner. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he could have pocketed the two. So I'm not so sure that that's exactly what he. I think Trace has gotten a little. Well, he
Yeah.
hasn't been at the table very much, and he's had some really. There's been some tough things going on.
Yeah, sometimes it just goes like that, you know.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me.
It just happens, you know.
I know, right?
But
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
You know, you just kind of gotta go. Okay. So he ties up a ball. He ties up the two ball. Not a bad move. However, Trace has an opportunity here to stick that cue ball behind that 8, you know, and get him on 2 fouls. Or what's he doing? Okay, he's going to send the 2 ball behind the 8. I don't know if I like this or not.
Yeah, he can probably get down table with the cue ball.
I just didn't like it.
Well, might
He
have worked
can
out somewhat.
I mean, you can see it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want him to be able to see
Nah,
it.
if you can see
I
any
would
of
have
the
come
ball,
from
you're
the
in
other
trouble.
way. You know, I would have just hit it from the other behind
Yeah.
and sent the cue ball somewhere, the 2 ball somewhere else. Stick that. Okay, well, he got a little lucky, fortunate on that. Maybe he can get to the table and do some damage now.
Yeah.
Because he's got game.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Trace
Trace
has
can
got
play.
game,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
not. You know, he's not helpless. The guy
Oh,
can
hell
shoot.
no.
You know.
He's been frustrated, though, you know, for sure,
Oh yeah.
in this match.
And 9-ball can be frustrating when, you know, if you're not playing your game and you're getting bad rolls and the other guy's playing his game and getting good rolls and just
Yes,
it gets
exactly.
lopsided.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It can be frustrating.
Or it's forever before you even get to the table. You have no rhythm. You have no. You feel like you're cold. You know.
I agree. Yeah, it can be brutal.
Now see, this 8 ball is big in this. He needs to get on this other side of this floor, and he does. But see, these kind of shots on this table. They're not a piece of cake.
No,
Especially
they're.
when you're on the TV table, you're under pressure.
Yeah, everybody's
It's at the
sitting
end
around
of
here
the day.
watching. You got probably like 50 people watching or something. I mean,
Exactly. So these are they're all like clutch shots, you know?
I think we were the second match of the day, weren't we?
Huh?
We were the second match of the day on the TV table, I
I
believe.
know.
And yeah, it's like
And the
play your
table-
first match and you're playing there, and this table's quick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he missed that by a good inch and a half.
You know, and this table's fast, and
It is
it's the
fast.
fastest table in here. All the other tables in Brunswick's are slow.
Oh, no kidding, because I warmed up on that
Yeah.
table 20, which is really right next to that snooker table, and it
Yeah.
played so slow.
Yeah, it's
And then I came over here and I'm like, ruh-roh.
oh yeah. I mean,
I kept losing the cue ball, you know? I was shocked. I'm like,
It's
I just
very
tapped
easy.
it. Now watch that 9 ball with that shirt over there. Okay, you know what? He's like, something's gone on with him mentally
Yeah.
because he should have been out.
Yeah, he's just not playing his game. It can happen. And you know, when people are on the sidelines, they're like, "Well, how can you miss that? How did he?" Well, sometimes, you know, if you're in
On
the,
table number 25.
Look at this. Look at this.
John
Oh, wow.
McCauley, Frank Rodas,
I mean, if you're
John McCauley,
at the table, you
Frank
got
Rodas, table
you're on the
34,
TV table, you got all these
even
people
raised
watching
to
you.
7, come get
It's
your rack.
pretty tough sometimes.
Well,
It's not-
you- But again, you if you're playing and you're
Yeah, you're not thinking
in the
about
table,
anything. Yeah.
you should not be aware of any of that.
You don't
That
think
has
anything,
nothing to
yeah.
do with anything. You should just be hitting the balls and doing your thing.
And I think, you know, maybe that's, you know, Trace just needs to get into that mindset, you know.
Well,
but it's
that
not
could be.
always
Yeah, that
easy
could
to
be.
force yourself into the zone, you know.
I know. Look, he's right on the rail. He didn't want to be next to the rail on this shot because he needs to get. See, you just increase your chances exponentially. Now he got away with that. You know, he's not proud of it, but he says, "I'll take it."
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, his cheeks are a little rosy.
I know,
A little
right?
embarrassed.
Yeah, of course. Oh, so embarrassed that he was really. Wow. Okay, now that was very interesting.
I'm not saying I've never fallen apart under pressure. Maybe that's what's
Well,
going
of
on.
cour- well, of
Maybe
course.
it's just one of those things where he's just. But Trace, he's got a lot of seasoning. He's played a lot of good players. Maybe he's just having a rough one. Can't get comfortable. Can't.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I would love to talk with him after this and,
Just
find out what was going on in his head. Okay, wow. Well, it's Reuben,
Yeah.
He says, I'll just slice this in.
Yeah. Good shot.
Right? I'm just going to call him Mr. CCC. Reuben Bautista. CCC. Calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah.
Because he pretty much is, It's like
He's really relaxed and laid back.
it's almost a little like John Mora, when John Mora plays.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
got
he's
that
just-
calm, cool, collected. It doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah, he really. I like John's game a lot.
Me too.
His demeanor and everything's really.
Exactly. He's an overall, you don't mind losing to John Mora.
No,
You just sort of don't.
No,
He's such a nice guy, and he's got such a great game, and you're just like, okay, I got beat,
yeah.
And some guys, you lose to them, and you're like,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
you're upset, right?
I mean, win or lose, I just try to be nice to people and just have just respect the game and your opponent.
Again, look at the balls.
Good.
Again, these balls are flying in the pockets on this break, and you don't control Whitey. Whitey ends up down at a rail. He's not happy with this. No shot, and you're now playing 7-ball instead of 9-ball, but you have no shot.
Yeah, I don't really play a lot of 9-ball. I play more 1 pocket. It's a little weird play.
I figured that out when I played you today. I went, oh, this guy's a 1-pocket player.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play a little bit more.
I didn't really know that about you.
Yeah, I like to play 1 pocket.
I love 1-pocket, but
Yeah,
I haven't played enough,
Yeah, I mean, I play a lot of it, and I'm just not. I don't get into the 9-ball mindset sometimes.
Well,
and also playing with that
that's all I've really ever played.
9-ball, right?
Mostly is 9-ball, so.
I mean, I'm like lost breaking with the turtle rack. It's just like with the magic rack. I'm just not. I don't play with it, so I don't play 9-ball. I'm used to playing with a standard rack or something,
Well, 1-pocket is such a strategic game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and the cue ball control is everything. I mean, it really does teach you wonderful cue ball control. It teaches you to think differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thought process behind, your options. You
the
have
banking,
way more options.
I feel pretty comfortable banking balls or.
Well, I know because I left that bank for you.
Yeah.
When I got too close to that 2-ball on the rail, and I decided, okay, well, I'll just, I'll just put the cue ball over here, and we got a game. We got a game. We're done. And then you banked it right in. And I went, oh no.
Yeah, I play. I mean, so some of the safeties.
But I love the bank too. Yeah, you did. You played good. You played good for sure.
Some you play some of the safeties. You see them in 1 pocket, and they come up in other games. So it's.
Oh, absolutely.
It's helpful, and I mean it improves your banking, your cue ball, and
absolutely
your safety play.
Cue ball control.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure. Well, okay, folks, that was the match. Trace goes down to Reuben. I believe that puts Trace out.
Rick Schultz, I'm looking for you.
Reuben is still in it.
Rick Schultz.
Reuben Bautista, who finished actually quite high in the last Mezz Tour stock.
I've been hit balls since I played Johnson. I got ready for the last week here, and then I had a family issue.
We'll get a notification here fairly soon about who's going to be next on this stream table. I'm here with Fast Lenny. This is the BBQ. Those of you that know me as the BBQ on the stream.
So you guys are only filming on this one?
Yeah, just this one. Yeah, you're watching the Mezz West State Tour. We're live from Bullshooters in Phoenix, Arizona, and I appreciate everybody stopping by and checking us out. We'll probably start streaming, I imagine, tomorrow at noontime. I know they'll bring some people, but we'll start again at like around noon. But I think
No,
we'll
they're
have
starting at 11 tomorrow.
11 tomorrow? Okay,
Yeah.
well then it'll be 11.
Yeah, matches start at 11. But now, that's Phoenix time, and they're not on California time.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. As we were
It's an
driving
hour,
across the desert and went, ruh-roh. Because they're not on daylight savings time. Or that